Hello, hello.
Wither. Become dust.
Hello, hope you guys doing fantastic today. Sorry for Schmarius the Go, what's up, sub creator, Metal Maiden, sub boys. Sopu. SN Pel, sub. Alright boys, let's do it. Let's do a practice run. And generally speaking, what's up Samo? And generally speaking, we'll be doing practice runs and similar stuff this week. So, Belbo Baggins. Oh, I gotta change the filter first. First of all, filter is going to be regular. Let's just say regular. Boom. Wait, hold up a second. They just changed all the options to... But how did I do it? Ugh. Changed all the options to default. Somehow, I don't know how. I have no idea how. It's extremely painful. Okay, it's back to... Okay, it's back to what it was. I think. We're good. What's up, Derka? Playing PoE all day today? Yeah, not only today, pretty much until, you know... until the end of the league, so... for a very long time. We'll be playing PoE exclusively. So, yep. And we're doing a practice run today. Across this week, generally speaking, I'll be doing practice runs and POBing, making new character, new build for the newest league and stuff like that. So that's what's gonna happen. So, yep. Let me ask, what happened? With what? You guys, most of you probably know that I'm basically like a PoE streamer now, not League of Legends anymore. Okay, what's up, Miller? Bring it, boy. You just face think Miller like this? So it would seem. I know that speedrunners what they I know that speedrunners what they do is they like get a second weapon very quickly or something like that, and they just kill him this way. But we're not a speedrunner. We're just gonna do it like that. Usually that means League pissed you off? No. I mean, I quit League like a year and a half ago, really. And I've been playing League the past couple of months simply because I was waiting for PoE 2. And in the meantime, we'll play PoE 1 as well, but, you know, not for that long period of time. Around Scott Skill Gym, we're gonna need Bone Shatter over here. Can I disable, like, the tutorials? There we go. That's a nice piece of armor at the beginning. Alright, do we get to buy something from the shopkeeper early on? Doesn't seem like that's going to be the case because I have no gold. Alright, so let's just keep on going. I really need to ask like a really good speedrunner or someone like that to coach me when it comes to this. Like, I don't know, on Gormis. I wonder if he would agree. How is 1.5k strength achievable? Carney, you said it yesterday. No, that was just an estimate, right? I don't know if that exact number is going to be what's going to be achievable, but I think that getting over 1,000 shouldn't be like a big problem, especially that they did add some new stuff in this league, like for example, the split personality. Split personality is pretty huge because it gives you, if assuming that it's going to work the same in PoE 2 as it works in PoE 1, right? I hope it will, and that potentially is a huge amount of strength. Then, you know, if you're going to be dual wielding Brutus weapons, which I intend to do, that's like already going to be like 60 strength extra. So there are ways for sure to get like a lot of extra strength. I did some math in my head without really any spreadsheets or anything like that. I think that 1.2 thousand should be doable rather easily without like, you know, major like problems. 1.2 should be doable. And that's a lot of damage, by the way, because that would be, assuming that you have a corrupted Brutus, you're dual wielding Brutus maces, that'll be about 500 to 1,000 flat damage. Flat fire damage on both weapons. Which is freaking huge. That's more than two-handers, you know? As it should be, first of all, because if it was less, then it would make no sense at all. Uh-oh, we don't have freaking any flasks now for this fight. Oh, never mind, we do. Never mind, we do. I don't know if using Rolling Slam early on is even worth it, dude. I really don't think it is. I know that dual wielding, generally speaking, is going to be amazing in next league. Even better than it is right now. You know why, boys? Because they fixed the bug. I don't know if you're aware of this, but many people mentioned that in the past, and that was also something I was curious about. Is that previously, when an attack has, for example, a 0.6 attack time, you just add 0.6 to your attack time, right? For example, you use Rolling Slam or something, and boom, you have to wait this additional amount of time in order to unleash the entire attack, right? To do the attack. Now, there was a bug with dual wielding, or feature, whatever you want to call it. When you dual wielded, for some dumb freaking reason, this penalty, 0.6 penalty, would count twice for both weapons. And everything shows that this bug apparently is being fixed this league. So you're not going to get additional penalty for dual wielding that makes your attacks slower. That's freaking huge. Because like generally speaking, dual wielding is like, you know, I've been saying that for a long time. Dual wielding is like so much better in PoE 2 than it is in PoE 1. Just by slapping a second weapon, you by default you get 40% more damage, right? Just amazing. What are you supposed to... You PoE the strength stacker first? Yeah, but with the tools that we have, we're going to try to do something, right? With the tools that we have. We don't know what the new items are and stuff like that, runes, but we're gonna update as we go, I guess. What are you strength stacking for? There is a new item, Brutus LED Sprinkler. Basically, this is an item from PoE 1, and what it does is the more strength you stack, the more damage you get. Additionally, from what I've seen, this item is going to scale exceptionally well with strength, because, well, strength, obviously, but it's going to scale exceptionally well while dual wielding because it's not a local bonus. Like, it doesn't say fire damage per strength to this weapon, it says fire damage to attacks, which means that while dual wielding, you're gonna get the bonus twice. Just freaking amazing. I don't even know if you're supposed to fight the worm, but I guess we are. The Today, boys, we're just going to do a chill practice run, like not necessarily like, trying to achieve some crazy speeds or anything like this. It should be fine. I swear, rolling slam does less damage than node attacks. I swear, dude. I don't know why it's going so easy, though. Why am I so overpowered? This boss doesn't do any damage. Why am I so strong, dude? Okay, we got boots. Armor, double resistance, some life regen. Oh, level 4 required. Let's get damage. Let's do... Of this. Monk seems OP now. Oh, you guys saw the new Ascendancy? Holy smokes. Holy smokes, what the new Ascendancy can do with the glove slot. I wish like Smith of Kitava could do something like that with the freaking body armor, but you know, that would be too beautiful. Your warrior OP, nerf melee, please. Ease. Wait, we got nerfed, like, didn't we? They nerfed the shield wall. That being said, they buffed armor, which I think is going to be the best defensive layer. Like, you can fight me on this. I think that armor is going to be the best defensive layer in 0.5. Period. It's better than evasion. It's better than energy shield. You just have to invest into it properly. If you do, it's really, really good. Oh, the pinnacle boss. I don't know if I can fight this guy. Can we fight this? Can. Ooh, she dropped the support gem. Huge. Alright, what do I want it on? Rage on Mace Strike? Sure. Rage is going to be useful no matter what. Rage is going to be very, very nice. Sub-alcoholic. Kitava needs full armor nodes with 1 ascendancy point. I don't know if with 1 ascendancy point, because if you got to allocate all of these Kitava nodes, then that would be busted. But it could be more interesting for sure. It wouldn't be bad if they did it literally like what it is on the new Monk Ascendancy, you know, the martial artist. But the more points you would invest, the stronger it would keep on getting, basically. That'll be pretty nice. You get like higher tier modifiers or something like this. That'll be really, really nice, in my opinion. Be very nice. Dual wield one-handed mace strike makes Act 1 a joke. We just need to find a mace. So we have none. But generally speaking, I agree. I don't know if I'll be playing with shield wall next patch. I doubt it. Which means that we're just going to immediately jump into dual wielding, and I'm going to skip on shields. Most likely what's gonna happen. Most likely what's gonna happen. I mean, honestly, just give me this white one. I can slap a transmute here. There we go. Give me this. That's gonna be way more damage. It's gonna be way more damage already. See, here is this attack penalty. I might be dead. Here is this attack penalty. I actually started attacking slower now, even though it makes no sense, right? And this penalty apparently is completely gone next patch. The dual wielding is gonna feel much better, much faster than it is now. So much better, dude. Strange stacking for Facebreaker Karn. She always drops the support gem. Oh, okay. So that's important to know. That we have to kill her in the future. Which penalty gone? The attack speed one. I'm gonna explain it again. I don't know. I'm gonna show you. It says, for example, here on Rolling Slam, plus 5 seconds to total attack time. That's a bad example because that's total. There's on some skills, I should have, there we go. Let's just say that, I don't know on what skill, Sunder. Also doesn't show. Long story short, there's a attack time multiplier that you get for using mace skills, because mace skills are so freaking fast, right? You have to do it. It's like you're gonna use mace skills before you freaking blink, it's gonna be over, right? That's how fast they are. So if it wasn't for this, so what they did is they put an attack time on mace skills to make them slower, right? Like for example, leap slam, you cannot go below a certain amount of time on these skills, even if you have like 10,000% attack speed, you will not be able to. And the problem is that for some weird freaking reason, while you're dual wielding, this penalty is applied on both weapons. So it makes your attacks even slower if you're dual wielding. And that's how it's been since 0.1. And apparently they're fixing it this patch. This patch, this penalty is gone. It's not going to be bullshit anymore. And tell you what, that is going to make dual wielding much freaking better. And this dude got waxed. Auto attacks. Rare belt. Fur plate. Jeez, look at these powerful freaking items. Alright, we don't need to do that. Like, I'm literally going to, like, watch the speed run from Ungormus or something like this. Just to see what he does. Is nerf what skill will you use in Endgame Karn? I was thinking about stacking AoE and doing Sunder. Doing Sunder for clear with Herald of Ash. Like, just huge bonks, right? With stacking all that strength is going to give us very nice amount of flat fire damage, which should be enough to like clear screens very fast with this. And for a single target, maybe we're going to do on second weapon swap like a lot of investment into Ignite Magnitude with Hammer of the Gods, because we'll be doing pure fire damage. This could be pretty decent. This could potentially be like some big freaking ignites right there. Yeah. We'll see something like that. With Aftershocks, this will hit like a truck. This will hit really hard. Shield wall itself should be largely the same. It can still do massive elements. Fortifying Cry got it though. Yeah, I think that shield wall is gonna be for the most part fine. It's just if you're stuck to this one single playstyle, then it's not going to be as great. But if you're gonna try doing something else, then it's gonna be totally fine. With ailments, it's gonna be fine. You can detonate this with like a different skill if you want to. That's also going to be fine. I think generally speaking, it's gonna be fine. Kitava should have a 2-pointer that gives you a special armor. From that 2-pointer, it branches out to give you 2-pointer for weapons, boots, helmets, so you can craft your own gear. That'll be really cool, I have to say. Especially that Kitava's Ascendancy is... I'm gonna show you real fast. I don't want to, like, you know... this practice run to take too long, but Kitava Ascendancy is basically this, which is, don't get me wrong, very powerful. And this. And that's it. I don't even count these as skills. Kitava is this and this. Freaking all res and the armor crafting. And that's about it. Pretty much, man. Ooh. Strength stacking begins, boys. +6 strength. Fur plate, that's nice. Who sells? Okay. Oh, I bought 11 at the same time. Oops. That's fine. Oh, the gameplay is gonna look extremely clunky, boys, but it's been 4 months since I played this, so let me get back to... Let me get some rhythm. How to play this game. Under support. Okay, support we can put in Bone Shatter for impact shockwave. That definitely makes sense. Alright, there we go. Why Hammer of the Gods instead of Rolling Sam or Perfect Strike? Because for Ignite, you want your hit to be as big as possible. That's the only thing you really care about. And Hammer of the Gods is still the hardest hitting skill in the game. So yeah. Especially that you can use it with the support that gives you like hugely increased damage with hugely increased mana cost. I forgot its name. And you get like ancestrally empowered slam every 14 seconds. You don't care if you're not gonna have more than that, because it's freaking Hammer of the Gods. You're not gonna use it very often, so that makes it even better for ignites, for big ignites. Flat fire per strength. Brutus, the item that they added this league. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you and give you some quick math, boys, if you want to. If you don't want to, I'm gonna give it anyway, because, you know, I'm a generous guy. I'm gonna give you anyway, even if you don't want to. Alright, so here we have Brutus. Brutus is over here. And this item gives you 5 to 10 added attack fire damage per 25 strength. But this is non-upgraded version, which I do believe you will be able to upgrade, because it's a low-level unique, generally speaking. Additionally, this can be corrupted. So even if the upgraded version only going to receive physical damage, which is still fine because it's extra damage, right? You will get the perfect corruption. I'm assuming is going to be something like 6 to 12 added attack fire damage per 25 strength. So let's just say that you're gonna get, I don't know, 1000 strength, which I think in a new patch it should be like pretty reasonably achievable. 1k strength shouldn't be bad. So we have something like 6 to 12 times 2, because you'll be dual wielding those. So it's 12 to 24. 12 to plus 24 divided by 2 times 40. So this is the amount of average flat fire damage you're gonna get. This with 1000 strength is already more than you would get on two-handed maces, like really good two-handed maces. Given you lose bonus to all skills, but look how freaking fast this weapon is in comparison, right? Low level unique, level 78 required Lamau. It's 78 says because the showcase here is level 18 Molten Shower, additional skill that this thing has. And level 18 abilities require level 78. And level 19 is 84, and level 20 is 90. So this is a low level unique. I don't know how low level it is going to be, but it is a low level unique. So you will be able to upgrade it. What do you mean, Karn? Rolling Slam hits way harder even after the nerfs? Dude. Rolling Slam. Okay, so level 20 Rolling Slam is going to be 550 now. With this, it's going to be like 700. Hammer of the Gods. Yeah. Rolling Slam is going to hit harder, dude. Come on, James. Come on, man. It's not gonna hit harder. Not even close. And this glory requirement can be very easily avoided. There is a support gem that can deal with this very, very quickly. Very easily. What do you think about phase breakers? It's kind of similar in a way to Brutus. In a way that we don't know everything that they added. There might be a lot of stuff that will support attribute stacking, because attribute stacking, let's be honest, has been completely dead since 0.1 when they gutted it. And nobody does it. And since they started adding items like Brutus and split personality, something tells me that there's going to be more support if someone wants to start stacking attributes. So for example, new runes perhaps will give you some attributes. They buffed the runes that give you attributes as well. So something tells me that they, added something more. Maybe on the jewels, maybe the new jewels that, the timeless jewels, they said that there's going to be some delirium crafting that you can do on those as well. So there is possibility for like a lot of extra stat stacking. And given the numbers that we have currently, honestly, both Brutus and Phasebreaker, I think especially Phasebreaker doesn't look that impressive. Brutus is still okay, even if they didn't add anything additional. Now I would say that Brutus would be still okay. You can, potentially like league start with it, and it's gonna be fine. It's not gonna be bad. Especially that if you're strength stacking, you're also getting insane amount of life. So you're gonna be tanky too, right? So yeah, like Phasebreaker right now, from the information that we have, doesn't look that impressive, man. Doesn't look that impressive. I have no idea where it, okay, there it is. Doesn't look all that impressive, I have to say. Like, Phasebreakers... Phasebreakers have one problem. Like, you sacrifice glove slot and 2 weapons. And you have to mitigate for that with a glove slot that you get from the Phasebreakers, right? I don't know if that's going to be enough. Hopefully. Smith of Kitava, Strength Stacker, Fire Spell, and hit Detonate Dead, explode your screen. This could work just fine. Although I think that this Detonate Dead is kind of overrated. In my opinion, there are better ways to clear screens, but it doesn't do any single target damage, like, at all. So I think that Phasebreaker is a bait for physical damage. However, you can get so much raw elemental damage from rings. This is affected by the strength stacking stuff. That is why I'm doing strength stacking rituals with 3 bis empowered rings. You can easily get above 1k strength and amazing damage. True. You're still going to keep on getting the more damage bonus. Will you actually? Hold up. Will you? 1% more unarmed damage. Yes, it's more unarmed damage. It's not just more physical damage. So yes, you will, actually. Oh my lord, I misclicked. Damn. I think there's new items with attributes. I think I saw rings, but I could be blind, and jewels. I think can roll percent attributes. Jewels can roll 2% from abyss crafting, but there is potentially some more stuff that we can do, which really excited for. I'm really excited what they said about that there's like new options you can do with distilled emotions. The jewel crafting and timeless jewel crafting. That is very interesting. And you can put like also catalyst now on jewels as well. So generally speaking, this is going to be a league where they really freaking buff the jewels. Like, they buff the hell out of jewels. Generally speaking. How much strength can you stack? With what we currently know, 1,000, maybe 1,200 top end. Without the things that we know, like for example, split personality, which I think is going to be a huge strength stacking and generally speaking, stat stacking enabler. I think you can maybe get like 1,500 next league. I think potentially very nice amount. Ooh, that hurts. Alright, next up we get what? Brutality is not what we're looking for. Magnified area is good for sure. On Bone Shatter. Very nice. I think what they did is Brink support is going to be changed from tier 2 to tier 1, so you'll be immediately be able to like put Brink on something, which is freaking amazing. That's going to speed up the early game progression quite nicely. Okay, I have no idea where I'm going, but I really hope that they went all out with these shortcuts and helps that you know, signs where to go that they mentioned that during the campaign we're gonna have all these, you know, helpers to tell you where to go. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see that. Facebreaker is Ezomite unique. I wonder what affix the Altered Rune would extract from that. So only you will be able to extract Ezomite uniques. Is that how it works? Because that is interesting. And we're gonna get a ring slot here. I mean, iron ring, very nice. Life regen, accuracy, it's fine. Look at this damage, boys. Increase. Heck friggin' yes. 20% more damage. Big DPS. Dude, I'm actually freaking popping off now. All of a sudden. Freaking monster. Oops. Brutus with attack speed skill seems better because doesn't the skill trigger on every hit. I think there's a 0.25 second cooldown, so 4 times a second. That being said, I need to test this because I have seen skills like that in the past and I was severely underwhelmed. I really need to check how good is that going to be and if it can potentially shotgun. Because it shoots 4 projectiles. I mean, look, if you will be able to, like, you know, shotgun with this and like get like, I don't know, like 1000% damage multiplier every time you auto attack, because you will be auto attacking with both weapons, right? So I'm assuming that they're gonna proc from both of them. That's freaking huge. But is that how it's gonna work? Like, we'll see, right? I don't know. Oh, temporal bubble. So I can move I can move even faster on my warrior now. Heck yes. Bro, the vision is real in this one. Got a unique and it's a freaking crossbow? Come on, man. We're gonna vendor this shit. Azamite and Kalgor. So I don't think that you will be able to extract something from extract Cloak of Flame, right? What about Dorian? No, Doriani is Vol. So no, also that's a nope. 11% more damage level 20 because of a 0.5 animation speed up. Look, if there is a chance that we can make this active ability, this trigger ability from Brutus work so that it does crazy damage on single target, then I'll be just freaking using Mace Strike, right? Or something. Just do it like this. Yeah, the problem is that with Rolling Slam is that I wouldn't really count it. Might be surprised by what I'm going to say, but I wouldn't really count it as a boost. I still think it's a nerf. It's going to be more, you know, fun to use because it's not going to be as clunky anymore. But there are a lot of modifiers, like for example, the ancestral thing that boosts your slams, right? So hitting, generally speaking, I think that maces, the way they are designed, is that they hit slow but they hit really hard, right? And I don't think that speeding attack up and like increasing and decreasing its damage is going to necessarily be like a net bonus for you. In most cases, I think it's going to be a nerf. So, Swollen is Kalgur, Lightning Power Hammer 2. Oh, the Mjolnir. Swollen? What we could do with Swollen? I very much doubt that you will be able to like get Swollen and extract the Lucky Block thing because, yeah, the Swollen is going to be the most expensive unique item in the game if that happens. Just freaking get a rune, slap it somewhere, and boom. That's not gonna happen. I don't know where this boss is for the life of me. Oh, it's over here, I think. Oops. Oh, I can't even go this way. There it is. Yeah, we'll have to remind ourselves all that stuff. Stacking for Phrasebreaker for Brutus. For the fire damage mace that, you know, I made so many builds with this mace in PoE 1 and I couldn't stop myself from doing that in PoE 2, I guess. Just couldn't stop myself. I'm just auto-attacking this guy to death. I'm sorry. I'm using the best warrior skill. I'm really excited to see how... Ooh, Exalted Orb. Should we swap for a two-hander? That's a big two-hander right there. That is a big two-hander right there, dude. That is a lot of damage. Maximum life armor. This one is better, I think. That League looks weird. Because it's not League of Legends. Not this time. OTP Brutus. You could call that. I always like the idea of this item. Although in PoE 2 it's definitely going to be a little bit different because you're not going to be doing crit with it. Which is going to, you know, it is going to be different. Like, what am I supposed to say? But, oh, Infernal Cry now. Okay, we're getting that. Bada Beam, support. Support on Mace Strike. For attack speed. Could do Rolling Slam with this, maybe. Also. Brutality is also an option because I'm not doing elemental damage for now. At all. So Brutality is... I can't do... Like, this has anti-synergy with Infernal Cry, though. Just do Fist of War for now. Let's do this. Boom. And boom. Probably a weaker modifier on the uniques. I'm really curious what these are going to be. I'm extremely curious, I will admit. See? This is the bug I was talking about. Even though I'm using a way slower two-handed mace, the animation is faster. Because you don't get the penalty for dual wielding. And this is going to be fixed. So... It's definitely faster than it used to be before the swap. Discover the next game, the game next week. I hope to make some nice tanky melee. Oh, like if you're looking for a tanky melee, then look no further because I always make tanky characters. Some people would say that maybe in some cases too tanky, and you know, like how I like to make my characters are like that they're way balanced. They're well balanced. What I mean by that is they have like a decent combination of speed, damage, and tankiness. I don't like to be making like glass cannons. Like, you know, you're just gonna look somewhere else for a second and you're dead. Or I don't know, you're gonna make a phone call, or like, you know, someone's gonna call you, and then all of a sudden 5 seconds later you're dead because you weren't watching for like a second on the screen. I really don't like that idea of a character. I feel like when I die in ARPGs, it makes me feel like I failed as a content creator, pretty much. So my characters need to be freaking tanky. And patch 0.5 is the best time to go tanky for sure. It's definitely the best time for you to start investing in some tankiness. Because armor got buffed so freaking hard in 0.5 that I don't know. I don't know what you're waiting for. I don't know what you're waiting for, guys. Like just start stacking armor and, you know, and never die again. Armor for clear skin, no acne whatsoever, guaranteed. Do you decide on what to build and the skills you're going to shoot for strength stacking? I was thinking about doing something like Giga AoE stacking Sunder for clearing, and Hammer of the Gods Ignite for bossing. Perhaps this is what I'm gonna do. Okay, that was a nice hit. Still don't know if dual wielding is not more damage. Gotta be completely honest with you. I don't know if dual wielding wouldn't be more damage than this. I'm just sucker for dual wielding, I don't know. Submaster Disaster, just join the stream. Will Brutus see the light? Hopefully. I hope so. I hope that we can get like some ridiculous amount of strength. Get very beefy and do a lot of fire damage. You know, Brutus kind of screams Ignite, right? Because you obviously do pretty much pure fire damage with Brutus. Not pretty much, you do pure fire damage. So you can utilize the buffed magnitude of Ignite that they did in 0.4 and maybe get some really big Ignites on like Hammer of the Gods or something like that. We're getting max life on gear, armor, breach farmers this league. Yeah, there is like also the implicits on rings that will give you percent life. I don't know exactly how much it's gonna be. With Catalyst, I think you can maybe get something like 7%, maybe even 8 with 20% life Catalyst. So that's a lot of life for like 2 rings slots, right? That's like a lot of life potentially. Which is very nice. Oh wow. There's avoidance, mitigation, max hit pool, and the recovery right. Ward adds more hit pool, so more tanky potential. Yeah, ward is basically equivalent of just it's life, right? If your life drops to 1, then all of a sudden you start losing ward. And then your ward like slowly regenerates if you lose it. The new passive skills also and active skills that use ward can be very, very interesting, in my opinion. There's some potential. There was one that was exceptionally interesting. The one that gave you 25% of your ward spent in order to get this amount of flat damage on your attack, right? Or something like this. If you could stack, like, for example, I don't know, 3000 ward or something like that, that would be 750 flat damage added to attack. That's absolutely ridiculous amount. You know? Would you use Brutus dual wield or rare maces or two-hander? Dual wield. I don't think that you can really make Brutus work as a one-hander, you know, set up with a shield. You need to be dual wielding those. You don't have a choice. Because what Brutus says is it gives you damage to attacks. It's not a damage with this weapon, it's damage to attacks. So basically this is like flat damage from rings. Which is huge, because that means that this bonus works on both weapons. So by wielding 2 Brutuses, you get double damage bonus. Long story short. But you're going to use both Brutuses or rares? Yeah, both unique maces, yeah. So the tankiest you are, the more damage you will do. Tanky ward means lots of flat damage. You're not gonna get that much, there's no way. There's no way. But generally speaking, yes. That's how this rune functions. Or rune, whatever that is. That was a support gem, I think. Something like that. But you're not gonna get that much. I doubt it, at least. Oh yeah, I have 2 passive points already. Oh wow, I didn't even know that this guy has an attack like this. I've never seen this before. I was thinking to use it with new Twisted Empyrean Cult conversion mace, the thick throwing shield. And the mana stacking, you could do that too. That's going to be my second project, by the way. I do believe it's going to be a mana stacking with the new mace. I'm going to be dual wielding those maces for some devastating effect. Okay, some movement speed on boots would be nice. Okay, 2 passives. Let's get this, and I definitely want this node as well. Steal my ward. Breach seems cool. Also, Simulacrum. Very cool. I think that all the mechanics that they reworked, the entire endgame, looks exceptionally good. Something that Blizzard wouldn't even do in like 3 years. So some people say that it's not an expansion that we get in 0.5, it's the expansion pack. Like it's just multiple expansions in one, which I have to agree with, to be honest. That's like absolutely ridiculous amount of content that they added. I might try to do the Brutus thing too, that's what we cooked up. The only thing that concerns me is if I'm going to like get this build going and I'm going to realize that all of a sudden they didn't add as much stuff that I thought that perhaps, you know, is going to be in the game, and it's just going to be better to go like 2 rare maces instead of Brutus or something like that. I don't think that's gonna happen because I did math and I really think that Brutus can have potential to do like a lot of damage. More than 200 maces, as a matter of fact. And also there is this skill, right, that gives you additional like projectiles when you hit something. This also can be, you know, additional damage. So I think it's gonna be fine, but if you try to make a build blind, then, you know, there's always the chance that it's not gonna be as great as you think. But, you know, so far we didn't really have any failures. Can't think of any failed league starts, so should be fine too, man. Besides, it's not a hard thing if a disaster is gonna happen or something like that. It's not a hard thing at all to just like respec. But I think it's gonna be fine. Really think it's gonna be fine. Alright, next up, some area. I don't like the cold maze. The skill gives a whole cinematic to cast. Bo has finished 2 maps to use per that skill. You don't have to use the skill, or you can just use it against bosses or something like that if it's going to be a lot of additional damage. Yeah, it's just like an additional thing. I don't think that you'll be using this mace for this effect necessarily. You'll be just using it as a mana stacking archetype to get like crazy amount of cold damage from mana stacking, right? Just because something has a skill, that doesn't mean that, you know, I have to use it all the time. And also I think that there is a little bit of, how to call it, there are some people that say that bows are like, I don't know, 7 times faster, or 10 times faster, or 15 times faster than warriors. And the warrior is so clunky and slow, and like, you know, bows are like so much faster. In most cases, that's just bullshit, man. I had my bear that looked really freaking slow last league, and I tested, like I did a comparison of how long would take Fobgun to run a map versus my super freaking slow bear. And the comparison was Fobgun was running 1 map with all the content in it in about like 2 minutes, 2.5. And I was running a map with my super slow bear in 3 minutes, 3.5. I tested like, I don't know, 5 maps on average. So the comparison that people make that, oh, like bows are 10 times faster, dude. It might look like this, but in reality it's not. It's really not, dude. The difference is not that big. As long as you know, using your mobility skills and stuff like that, it's not as big as you think. Slim mace. I really need to think about switching to, I don't know if dual wielding wouldn't be better. Well, not with a weapon like this, but superior long quarterstaff. This martial art is gonna be so broken, boys. By the way, with these gloves thing, holy smokes. Did you see some of the modifiers on these new gloves? Holy smokes, man. Some of them were like 20% more evasion and energy shield. Like just straight up more, right? 20% more evasion and freaking energy shield. Like what the hell, dude? It's like node by itself that's freaking crazy on an Ascendancy. That's super good. The Infernal Cry doesn't do too much yet. Okay, it's time for another form, my friend. Dude, I'm getting freaking shit. I don't even know what's killing me. I gotta be honest with you. I think that in the beginning it's still better to probably. Also, can I have perfect strike at this point? No, not yet. Level 14. Okay, Rolling Slime is level 1, so let's improve this. Plus 3 levels. This we can improve. Probably getting Armor Breaker wouldn't be a bad thing to do. Either. Ah, were these totems that were hitting me so hard. Okay. Take this. A little bit of this. I don't know. Second time around, he didn't do anything to me. We got something good here? Nope. Most broken thing? Hold up. Please switch the camera to HP. The other side. I'm just gonna switch it over here. For some reason, I don't know why I don't like it on the left, but here you can see the skill bar at least, so I think it's gonna be better. Min-max temporalis speed of mapping is close. Yeah, I don't think the difference is as big as people make it to be. Bear is different. I was hoping they used Bear to redesign maces. Slams on Bear are so crisp. It's true, I had a lot of fun playing Bear. This whole idea of, like, you know, slamming the ground with, like, you know, your paws, I guess, that felt really good. It was very thematic too. Bear, in a way, kind of felt like Warrior when it comes to like how fun it was, but maybe even better. Maybe like even more juicy and crispy. Like Warrior with maces, should I add. It was kind of like this maze playstyle. And of course, it's unfortunate that they didn't add a gladiator this league, but we can't have everything, I guess. That'll be asking too much. And I totally get it. What's up, Cupsy? Most broken thing is the 6 more runes, right? 6 free mods must be OP. I think it's 5, but if we're talking about the martial artist, I think it's 5. And is it the most broken thing? I think that the gloves one is still more broken. I think the gloves are like way more busted than additional runes, I think. The fact that Bear had turn animations have synergy with each other is a bit I'm feeling really good. True. On Warrior and in some abilities, you waste a lot of time. On Bear, it was like much more mitigated. Even on Bear, which is supposed to be slow. And it was even better on something like Werewolf and Wyvern, I think. And these two were actually even faster, for obvious reason. Okay, where's the house with +2 skills? It's like an extra chest slot and hands with extra weapon. Yeah, these gloves are busted. Like some of the mods I saw on these gloves, holy smokes, man. Onslaught on freaking hit, like power charges on crit, which means that you're gonna be getting them pretty much all the freaking time, so you attack fast. What else did he have? They just straight up more. Energy shield and evasion. More attack damage on low mana. Dude. They were not horsing around with this Ascendancy, I'm telling you, man. They were not kidding. It's really cool to see what happens to phase breakers when you put them on the martial artist, you know? How will they get changed? You're still gonna have like this, I mean, who knows, right? Imagine if you put phase breakers on the martial artist, you turn into freaking, I don't know, Lee Sin from League of Legends, and you can kick people, you can kick a boss with a 60-second cooldown. It does freaking 1 decillion damage. Ooh, this dude tanky. Okay, hold up a second, because I have a few items at this point. Kind of sucks. +1 level of minions. Come on, dude. Dexterity, mana, evasion. Hey, this is still better, though, I think. Okay, this is better than this one. Oh, we got Spirit also. Herald of Ash, Herald of Ash. I think that Herald of Ash, while stacking area modifiers, could work pretty nicely actually with Sunder. I'm really curious to see how far you could push this playstyle of like Sunder Herald of Ash. Dude, where is that freaking house, man, that gives you 2 skills bonus? I've cleared everything. Oh, there it is in the beginning. Are you serious? Can't even pick it up, man. Shit's too big. I don't have a waypoint here. I mean the checkpoint. But, you know, as I mentioned before, this is not going to be a practice run to necessarily focus on speed. This is to get back to the game. This is to get back to the game. Gonna try to ask Anagormus if he will want to do, or like a speedrunner, if they will want to do something like you know, a stream together and freaking teach me how to speedrun this game. Do it faster. Do you think Facebreaker and Warrior has potential? I haven't really been caught up on how much strength we can realistically get these days. I think at 1000 it should be doable. And is it going to be good on something like Warrior? It's hard to say. Hard to say. That also kind of depends on how much flat damage you'll be able to get on them. So you're just kind of going in blind. And I would say, if you want to try Facebreaker, I think they didn't make it so that it's gonna be horrible, but you know. Sup, Claw Spammer, have a good stream. Thanks, old man. Have a good day. It's his. Sup, Aller. What is this? Oh, it's from Ankh, of course.
Hey.
Yep. Probably gonna take a look at that in the future. Oh, damn! Check your shops, boys. I guess. Damn, dude. That'd be nice too, man, but it's too expensive. Chance I can sell something to get that? No, ain't gonna happen. Oh, I can get this, though. That's also great. All right, man, we got freaking much stronger now. Cold res, maximum mana, whatever. All right, here we go. Probably like more than doubled my damage. I do believe that here we have to find the tools, right? And also, I do not know where these guys are. But now, on the other hand, I can't even use Bone Shatter. I just started one-shotting these people. I don't think that makes sense to wait for this strong box to spawn all these people. I think I'm getting baited into martial artist. These gloves, no, there might be some crazy power during campaign. Baited? I don't think you're getting baited, my friend. I think that martial artist is gonna be great, if anything. I think he's gonna be pretty strong. The thing is that there is this thing when GG comes up with something new. Let's just say in that situation, it's Ascendancy, right? It's very unlikely that all the nodes on the Ascendancy are going to be bad, and from what we've seen, pretty much all of them are freaking good. All of these nodes that they put out in there, all of them are freaking amazing for the most part. Holy freaking damage. I'm doing so much all of a sudden. Still need to find the tools. You know what? I think I'm just gonna skip it. Do you think Bear Shaman with companions is doable? I'm not an expert when it comes to companion / minion builds. I'm afraid. It's not my thing. I think I need a new life flask because this one doesn't give me much healing at this point. True nodes will get nerfed the next league. So like when it comes to martial artists, I don't think you guys are going to get baited at all. I think that even if you wanted to make a generic like quarterstaff, like without all that whole palm, all this thing, even if you wanted to do like a generic quarterstaff build, then Monk would do absolutely fine, perfectly fine, perfectly serviceable. Okay, that's nice. All of his nodes are freaking good. All of them. There isn't like anything there that is like, I'll pass. Like pretty much half of the nodes from Smith of Kitava, right? Like you're looking at these nodes and you're like, okay man, like I guess I'm just gonna get resistances and like we're gonna craft some armors. Because there's nothing else to take. Martial artist is not like that. This guy is him. Ooh. Some resistance and that's it. It's still better than this one, guess. Kitava, Lich, Amazon. Hold on. Ritualist and 0.2. Oh, well, it was 0.2 like a year ago. Shaman Oracle are good. I'm actually interested in Chayula. Apparently added a new class for Chayula. I mean, people are speculating from what I've seen that they're gonna add like a subclass, like special ascendancy for a monk. Something related to like breach lords and stuff like that. But who knows, right? Maybe. Maybe they will. It's some quick calculations. Facebreaker is going to be around 370 DPS, 20% quality with 1000 strength. It's 1100 phys DPS. Seems alright. We lose levels and armor from shield. If it would actually be 1100, then that's very nice, but yeah, like you lose so many mods, right? You lose so many mods, and you lose glove slot also. So potentially another +2 to skill levels from that. So I think they designed these uniques in a way that, you know, it's gonna be more or less on par with like non-super late game weapons, but it's gonna be like playable. Pretty sure that's what design is. Which I think is a perfect spot for a unique item to be in. Assume all for 64 bosses from campaign count might be with worse in reality though. It's hard to say really. I think is that the strength stacking archetype, generally speaking, whether it's Brutus or Facebreaker or whatever else you want to think about, it's always going to be a little bit of a, you know, risk. Well, risk is a bad word because you can, the worst case scenario, you can just like respec very easily, very quickly, and you're done, right? It's not a big deal. But it's definitely not as tested as like a established league starter. Definitely not. And the support we're gonna put where? Herald of Ash, magnified area. Brutality on that dude. Let's get rapid attacks. Let's attack faster, boys. I know that we already attack extremely fast. Now we're 200 mace, but well, let's attack even faster. The other unique I'm mostly excited for, which might be a surprise, but it's just I love stat stacking, so it makes me excited when I think about it. The split personality. It was in the list of unique items that they added this patch, and to people in the chat that they don't know how split personality works in PoE 1, basically what it does is it counts the distance from your starting area to whatever jewel. This is a unique jewel, right? And it counts the distance from your starting area to whatever jewel you put it in, and then the split personality gets stronger for every point of distance from your starting area to the jewel where it's allocated. So like if it's going to be over here, then it's going to be like ridiculously strong, right? And so on. And split personality in PoE 2. Oops. Split. Holy smokes, I died fast. Split personality in PoE 1 gives you attributes. Also. And also like other stats, like for example life and stuff like that, armor, accuracy. You know, there's plenty of choices. And it can give you attributes too, like strength, dexterity, intelligence. And if you're going to build your character properly, something tells me that well allocated split personalities could give you ridiculous amount of strength. Like a lot of strength. Okay, there it is. Should probably use armor breaker, to be honest, also. Holy smokes, dude, I am attacking So freaking slow. Okay, that's phase 2. Just going to be running in a circle, I guess. There's no stamina here in like D2, so we're not gonna like, you know. We're not gonna run out of breath. Oh. He freaking slapped him with his sword. Already? That's BS, man. We just started the fight. Oh, it's 4. I thought it's 3 only. Okay. Jailer wasn't too bad. I saw a message on the Reddit or something that someone wanted to, like, for GG to add a unique sword based on his weapon, right? Because his weapon looks like really cool, actually. But, guess what? We have no swords in the game. We have no swords yet, so... Oops. Where's Gladiator, I'm asking you? It's really interesting how this will work. Where do you get this? How this ability will work. I'm really interested in that. Because if this will count both swings, when you, let's just say you auto attack, right? You count both swings, so basically at a single auto attack, double swing, you fire 8 projectiles. With this attack damage multiplier, this could do a lot of damage, especially if it's shotguns. Not to mention, his sword is already MTX for the first tier supporter pack. Really? Wow, that's that's crazy. Didn't even know. Oh, I could have perfect strike already. I didn't even know. Oops. Alright, do we have supports? We do. Perfect strike with, what? Fire attunement. This I need for sure. It's the best support here. I guess I'm just gonna drop this for now. And the second one is going to be fire attunement is fine. Okay, perfect strike should hit like a truck. There we go. Is your unkillable bird druid still good in 0.5? It's better. It was gonna have more damage, it's gonna have more armor, more tankiness, more HP. It got buffed in every way, shape, or form. In every department. More damage, more tankiness, more armor, more HP. Just said it again, just to make sure if I remember correctly, but yes. There isn't a single aspect where it got nerfed. It got straight up buffed. Period. And that doesn't even include the stuff that they added to the game, which we don't know what potential buffs are there, right? In those new runes and stuff like that. So I could freaking consider going this, actually, like just doing bear again, like legitimately. Because it's like, first of all, I need to update the... Well, actually, I don't even have to update anything. Like, the build is going to be exactly the same. It's just going to be straight up stronger. That's the thing. It's just going to be straight up stronger, and that's it. Alright, what are we getting next? I need to go this way. Might perhaps be a good idea to make it like a safe route and actually go bear instead of warrior. I mean shaman instead of warrior, right? Okay, that's a lot of damage, but holy smokes was that freaking slow. Holy moly, was that a perfect strike. Freaking negative attack speed. These guys hit really hard with these freaking spears. Alright, let's go. But long story short, you cannot go wrong with bear. Bear is going to be not even fine, it's going to be even better than it was. So I was also thinking about doing this for a second. What's the quality here? Exposure and hit. I was thinking about doing Molten Blast also with Brutus, because this ability on here, that is a projectile. So you could just get +2 projectile skills on gloves, +3 on amulet, you get +5 on this ability also. But I don't know, man, this skill is... It's hard to say. It's hard to say if this is something I would actually want to use actively. Not 100% sure about that. Okay, we got a pair of glovesies. These skills we don't need anymore. Got another support. What can we do? We can do magnified area, I guess. What's up, Pafria? I'm doing fantastic today. Lucky you. If I saw a different answer, if I saw a different message, oh boy, would we have a freaking situation here. We will have some problems. I hope all of you guys are doing great. Cooking with Brutus Mace. Yep. That being said, obviously the practice run right now, basically I'm just running through the campaign to remind myself how to play this game. And Brutus is not in the game yet, so I mean, I can't test much. That being said, we already started doing some theory crafting. So, I think it's gonna be fine. I'm really excited to see how you will be able to upgrade the Brutus mace. Is it just going to get like more physical damage? Probably. It's my big prediction. Probably that's going to be the case. I don't know if you guys knew, or the people that are doomers and think that shield wall got like nuked and stuff. I don't know if you guys knew, but the Brutus is also going to work on shield wall and shield skills, by the way. I'm not kidding. Is what it says over here. It's added attack, fire damage, and that's it. It doesn't say with this weapon or anything like that. This is the same modifier as you have on rings. So if you want to be doing strengths, obviously on a shield is not going to be as great, because you can only equip one Brutus and a shield. That would be impressive to be able to like equip 2 weapons and a shield at the same time. That being said, this is potentially like... You're not going to do this. Nebulok is going to be better, but... Issues with the shotgunning and Warcry nerfed, I really don't think that's going to be that big of a problem. I think that the skill is just going to work just fine still for clearing maps and for single target, especially if you want to build it a little bit differently instead of on hit. For example, if you want to do ailments, like bleed or ignite or something like that, I think it's still going to do just fine. I think it's gonna be just fine. Well, that's a big flask right there. Okay, can't wait for Leap Slam. At least Leap Slam, I think you get level 21 or something. So not yet. Alright, next up. Yeah, I could invest into armor here also. I don't know if I wanted to be doing this because I'm probably going to be dual wielding anyway. So, just get... I have a lot of damage for now. Just get this. Oh, checkpoint. We're going in the right direction, I think. Started a great club. Remember how everyone, people that played PoE 2 since the beginning of early access, remember how everyone was struggling in like the first patch? Holy smokes. Like 0.1, the start of the game. Bro, it was hard for people to like even do like the first act boss, or like, you know, the first Ascendancy trial. It was a freaking disaster. No, Brutus Sprinkler Project won't trigger Fissures. They don't have a slam tag as far as I know. No, Fissures, I know they won't. I was thinking about how well they will be able to shotgun, because that's 4 projectiles with decent attack damage multiplier. You know, and the skill almost has no cooldown. The only thing that it requires is that you have as much strength as possible, and that's it. It's interesting, potentially. It could add additional decent amount of single target damage. Chinese players theorycraft with Warcry Ice Shards procs from the new league. Oh, you responded to... okay. What's up, Haroon? Amazing gameplay, I'm so surprised. You know, I gotta bring back my old boy warrior. 0.4, we basically almost exclusively played the bear, so... I think that's gonna be my league starter too. Also. One-hand maces. There's one reason why I'm pretty conflicted right now. And one reason only. Because I really, really wanted to see how far you will be able to take armor stacking in 0.5. And if we want to be doing like a combination of armor stacking and strength stacking, both of them are not going to be as strong, right? So, at the same time, the good thing is that if you are strength stacking, you just get free prefixes for armor stacking, period. You can get triple armor on every single piece of gear, and you don't need to care about flat life, like, at all. You just don't care about that. You just get straight up boom, 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 like triple armor, and you're fine. You're done. Just really nice. It's like if you're gonna have like 1,000 strength, who cares about life on gear at this point, right? Let's go here first. And what you're gonna league start, by the way? You have a league started yet? Okay, can I attack him before servers are gonna go down? Yes, I can. It's pretty damn freaking slow. You guys think that was slow? Because I think so too. Holy smokes, that speed. Okay, like, I'm not gonna learn how to avoid that ability, I swear. Got him! Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Monk seems interesting to me. Yeah, this freaking... Especially the glove one, like the Ascendancy, that you get those crazy gloves. That's like super, super nuts. Really interesting. What can you do with that? Generally speaking, like, I think that the martial artist is like the first Ascendancy I've seen in a long time, where every node there looks strong, like legitimately really strong. You know, look at Smith of Kitava, like you have what, like resistances, crafting, and that's it. Like, I don't even look at other nodes. The rest are just so freaking trash. Armor, some stats. Shopkeeper. Talk to me, boy. I think I could buy like a better weapon at this point. 48 to 72. I mean, that's a little bit better. Plus 2 melee skills. We're going for one-handers though. Like, actually. I'm thinking about it, my dudes. Thinking about it. The new chest piece would be nice also. You know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna slam a freaking alchemy orb here. There we go. That's a beautiful chest. That's huge defense. Big good. Both Chayula and the new Ascendancy. Monk of Chapula? No way. How much gold do I have? Okay, I have gold. Oh, I freaking sold it. Okay, never mind. I can buy back. Big. There's no way that's better, man. Or is it? You know what? Out of curiosity, I'm just gonna give it a try. Let's see. Like, legit. Out of curiosity, man, I'm gonna give it a try. Alright. What do we got here? Brink support. I need that for sure. Yellow start face breakers. Pivot to Brutus if that's bad. Surely one of them will be decent at least, right? Of course. Of course, my friend. No baits. Bait is not gonna happen, right? That all these builds are going to be fantastic. That's what GG does, right? They put out new items and they're always good, right, guys? Yeah. Let's hope so. Chayula might be super busted with minions. What did they change to? What did they do to, like, Chapula Monk, even? I remember reading something in the patch notes, but generally speaking, don't remember much. Could also start with Pathfinder 2, generically good with any build and fast in endgame. True. Guess you. Wait, I went in the wrong freaking direction. What am I doing? You can't go wrong with speed, right? And killing people from distance. Can't go wrong with this. Nothing in this patch, pretty much, but they said in an interview the secret note Ascendancy variant from talking to Chapula. Oh, Chalupa. Oh, I see. You think every build will try to break Black Flame Ring, converting all damage to fire? I need to see the ring for context. Like, what does it do exactly? No, it goes without saying, but I do believe that the martial artist is going to be OP. I think. One way or the other, martial artist is going to be overpowered. Not like we're doing less damage, but holy smokes, feels so much better to have human-looking attack speed on those attacks. And Bone Shatter feels so much better to use too. Oh, excuse me. You know what? Screw it, man. I'm doing strength stacking league start. Screw this. At the very least, like, the damage is... I'm sure that the damage is not going to be that bad. At the very least, we're going to be still very tanky, because it's going to be a combo of strength stacking and armor. Strength is a suffix, armor is a prefix, generally speaking, so you can still do both. It's not a problem. This fight is not gonna go well with these weapons. What about Perfect Strike? Problem is that this chick is too fast, man. Oh, I freaking cancel it. No. Oh no, man. I canceled my perfect. That was all my damage, dude. For some reason, I'm not running out of flasks ever. So that's kind of cool. You can just spam. I can just freaking get drunk, literally. Okay, another attempt. Okay, it worked this time. Holy smokes, it still didn't do any damage. Playing Totem this league, Ancestor is back, by the way. Like I even said yesterday, while going through the patch notes, is that I never was a huge fan of totems. That being said, these changes are definitely making totems way freaking better. And I mean way better, right? Holy moly, what a shield. These changes make totems so much better and actually playable. So, you know, my... I don't want to say hatred, but my lack of fondness towards totems perhaps will dissipate in this patch, and we're gonna do a totem build. We'll see. I mean, it's really good that with Keystone eliminates like all the clunkiness and the shittiness that totems come with. But like my question is, why can totems be like that, like by default? You know what I mean? Why can totems be just like that by default, that you don't have to spend million enderage charges to use an ability? You know? Is that unreasonable? Am I too much? Am I asking for too much? Thoughts on Totem Warrior starter? Heard there are some buffs to cast time. Oh, and the cast time got buffed too, yeah. I think this is mostly good for builds that attack faster. I think for slower attacking builds, this will not change much. Maybe a little bit. But yeah. This will be a visible change for builds that stack a lot of attack speed. And totems will attack much faster with this. Pretty sure. Dude, all of a sudden I'm constantly out of mana. Oh, because this flask, okay, reduces my mana. Okay, fair enough. Perfect strike that dude. Dude, like perfect strike like actually doesn't do damage, man. Like what? What happened? Dun, 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 dun. In Act 2, even in Act 1, but in Act 2, Warrior already feels alright. I don't think a Warrior early on feels as good as Bear though. I think a Bear feels really freaking good, dude. With how he clears and how tanky he is. This Bear gets a lot of armor for free. Like on Bear, I would have 190 armor for free just for being a bear. So big freaking bear. Fat fur. I don't think you got times to play many builds this league since there's a lot of endgame content. I hope my plan is well prepared so I don't have to waste time adjusting things. Well, that's something I have to implement because like last league I basically played 2 builds, and that's even saying that is a stretch because effectively I played 1 and only Bear, and that's it. So I have to play more. I think that this league is a perfect opportunity to try to play more builds because we're gonna have so much content that there's gonna be time, right? There's gonna be more time to test everything. And I quit last league pretty quickly because like doing the same maps over and over and over again is just like I played a lot in 0.1, and I mean a lot. I played still a lot in 0.2. In 0.3, still decent amount, but 0.4 doing the same maps again, without like anything new extra, and like freaking chasing wisps, you know, chasing wisps across the map, like hoping that the dumbass is going to attach to something. I don't know, man. That was just too much. So I didn't even play that little. Like I played a month in 0.4. In 0.5, I definitely plan on playing more. There's so many new builds to test out. Like the Brutus, even the martial artist maybe in the future. The mana stacking titan, which I think is going to be my endgame project, is super interesting. You know, pushing armor stacking to the absolute limit. I wonder if we could get like, I don't know, 300,000 armor. Maybe like 1,000,000 versus elemental. I would freaking love to find out, not gonna lie. Like getting 1,000,000 armor versus elemental, that would actually be freaking cool. Just for the sake of it, I would put 50 hours and level up the character and the craft gear and everything, just to find out if you can get that much. And how good it's gonna feel against like enemies. I would do it, man. I don't know, man. Like in ARPGs, for some reason, I love freaking defenses. I don't know why. I like defense more than offense. It just doesn't make any sense when you think about it. Okay, perfect strike. Okay, we did some damage. Well. Okay, it's not good. It's not even good. Need a one-handed mace, man! One-hander, dude! What's the idea? The mana stacking titan? I'm glad that you asked. Hold up a second. So you have this mace over here, which is also known as Twisted Empyrean. And this mace gives you some nice stats, a lot of flat cold damage, a lot of mana. It's a crit mace also, so you can go crit with it. But the most important thing is attacks with this weapon have added cold damage equal to 6 to 10% of maximum mana. And that is freaking crazy. It really is. Because if you're doing a mana stacking titan at this point, or any class really, if you're doing a mana stacking build, then you can make it so that all of the damage applies to mana before life. Get like a crazy amount of mana, like I don't know, 15,000 or something like that. And get like 2,000 freaking flat damage from this weapon. I'm assuming, we don't know for sure, but I am assuming that this weapon is going to come from the pinnacle boss from Expedition or something like that, or the new leak mechanic. You know what I mean? It kind of looks like it. This is potentially very, very powerful late game. Like very powerful. And don't worry about, you know, it dropping from pinnacle boss, because nobody's gonna do a build with this day 1 or day 2. You need a very specific gear to make it work, in my opinion. Oh no. Asala just freaking left behind. Markev Kiris. Asala left behind, dude. Halasa. You know what? I'm gonna use that opportunity and go back to base real fast. I bet the way the Stone Fist is so broken that Iron Reflex's martial art is the best armor stacker in 0.5. Hold on, do you have a link to, because this is the second time someone is mentioning this. Do you have a link to the wave of the Stone Fist? I want to read exactly what it does. Hold on. Oh, I was talking about something else. Hold on. XL2. I was talking about something else. Because there's one defensive node on this guy. You will not be able to see his notes, huh? That sucks. Well, whatever. Gonna check it later. Yeah, this note is very strong. I don't think that could be true, since evasion gear can roll armor percent to ally, right? That's true. You cannot get a lot of defenses versus elemental with this. Sorry that in Polish, but what's up, Valis? Thanks all, man. Really appreciate it. What do you think? What do you do about Brutus? Bad? I think that's gonna be just fine, and we're gonna, you know, make a build with it, and it's gonna be good. Copium. It's gonna be good, right, guys? Surely, it's gonna be great. Why is this guy not selling any freaking maces, man? What is this racism towards maces, bro? I'm gonna freaking gamble. Nothing will be bait. That's the spirit. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, come on, dude. Well, it's still better than this one. Has an empty socket also. I put some freaking damage in there. Sure. Here seems to be examples of the way of the stone fist. No. The gloves I already saw, yeah. I was talking about a different thing. That makes you take less damage if the hit is like above 30% of your maximum life or something like that. That's the one I was talking about. The gloves themselves are freaking broken as hell. The fact that you get that on like a single Ascendancy is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, walk with me. The fact that you get it, you only need to invest 2 points, unless it's 4. I think it's 2. It's kind of nuts, man. It really is. Be good. Nope. Less damage taken while low life. Yeah, these gloves have some crazy modifiers. My favorite is like 20% more global evasion rating and energy shield. Like, what the hell, dude? Like, what the hell? Up sellable. Up kick enjoyer. Yeah, we're shaking off the rust, doing some campaign action. Today, just chilling, basically. We're gonna start doing more speed runs. I guess on Monday. I haven't played the game in 4 months. I'm just trying to like figure out how to play this. My old hands. Hands so old, shaking right now. You know what? Spike club. Ah, screw it. Well, it's better than mine, finally. But it's open prefix. Aye. So close. It's better because it's basically pure fire damage. Pure physical, I mean. If your builds are zoomy, I will consider playing PoE 2. Not sure how zoomy this warrior is gonna be, but Dual wielding, there's only one problem why dual wielding might by some be considered worse than just having like a two-handed mace. Is because you need two weapons, right? Okay, that was a nice perfect strike hit. Should be using perfect strike more often, I guess. At this point. If you want to have like a build that is tested, it is going to be straight up better than it was in 0.4. Just do my Freddy Fazbear. Freddy Fazbear got... oh, crap. Freddy Fazbear got straight up buffed. Period. Has more damage, more armor, more life. It's got more everything this patch. Freddy Fazbear is going to be really freaking strong. If you want to. I want to one-shot the entire map with one hit, please. I mean, I'm gonna give it a try, right? A Sunder can potentially do this on Titan. What level are we? Okay, I need a little bit more for Leap Slam. And we're gonna be golden, boys. We're gonna be golden after that. Can I craft with this? Upgrades magic to rare. Okay, that's actually really good. Some lightning resistance. This ring is... it's not that great. Alright, where do we start? Volley of Titans is last. Let's do this. Problem that bears won't get new mechanics, but Bear is great. What's up, Mira? True, but you could say the same thing about Titan. Like warriors, generally speaking. Nobody really got new mechanics. It's just like martial artist and, you know, changes for everybody with the new Kalguran skills and stuff like that. But other than that, like for everyone, everything is gonna be the same. So, but that's not the problem. I don't think that PoE 2 has a problem with like limited amount of builds you can do, especially that every league there's more and more. I think that PoE had problems with Endgame, and this problem is gone now. That's the most important thing. I had to get rid of this flask that drops my mana by like a lot. I had to get rid of this quickly. Why does this mod even exist, man? A million times, but what do you think about melee nerfs? What melee nerfs? Oh, you mean the plus skills on weapons and stuff like that? I think these are great changes. I think that... let me put it this way. I don't think that these changes will completely fix the problem with plus bonus to all skills, which is busted in this game. And it still is going to feel like a mandatory slot as long as you're running melee weapons, like maces and stuff like that. You still need to have that. You don't have a choice. It's still the best stat in the game. Having that on both weapons, if you're dual wielding, is just like such disgusting amount of extra damage. It's basically double damage for 2 suffixes. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. When it comes to shield wall, I think that the change is perhaps slightly overblown by some people. When something is getting nerfed, like a lot of people usually, like, you know, panic and stuff like that. I think that shield wall is still gonna be fine. There are multiple ways how you can build shield wall. You can build shield wall also with ailments, with like bleed or poison. And if you build it that way, shield wall didn't get any nerfs, like basically at all. If you want to build it a little bit differently than most. Yeah, this perfect strike can actually still hit pretty hard. Oh, I missed. Book of specialties. Oh, what is this? Hold up a second. Hold the phone. I have no identifier scrolls anymore. Live physical damage. Okay. I should be able to use sleep slam at this point, right? Oh, it's 20. Oh, it's 22. Okay. It's level 22. Shield wall, rolling slam. I mean, some people say that rolling slam is basically a buff because it's going to be much faster now. So, not a big deal here. Look, like, unless, like, the new bosses and the content in the game is going to be, like, vastly harder to do with massively increased HP pools and stuff like that, unless this happens, it doesn't really matter. In my opinion, that something got nerfed by like 10% or 15%. I don't think that's relevant in the slightest. Because you still have too much damage if you build your character properly. I was two-shotting pinnacle bosses on my Hulk Smash in 0.3, and that was an armor stucker. Like, I invested half of my passive tree into armor, and still pinnacle bosses were getting two-shot. I really don't think that's gonna be a big deal. I finally got a rare weapon, and it's the lowest tier possible. Would be good to hear you chat to some more Warrior players. I've not played Warrior before, looking forward to checking out this league. Warrior is still very nice. It can be very tanky with very high damage. It's not going to be as fast as something like Pathfinder, like bow builds, but generally speaking. He likes it when our class is getting nerfed. Like, did we really get nerfed this patch though? Like, they buffed armor through the roof. And I think that armor was already strong. They buffed it even more. It's like, did we really get nerfed, guys? Is that what you consider a nerf? I don't know, man. I don't know about that. Evasion Energy Shield boosted defensive nodes plus 1 melee skills and 20 power charge critical hits. Solid extra DPS mods. Yeah, but we have to keep in mind that Energy Shield, generally speaking, got it to the ground. So, well, got it to the ground. You just can't recover it. That's the problem. That's probably the biggest problem with Energy Shield. You just can't recover it now. It's like, what do you do? Dude, I killed so many, I didn't get any flask charges. What is this? Oh, we got Leap Slam. Now we're gonna rock and roll. Okay, Leap Slam instead of Rolling Slam. Let's put it over here. Let's put Perfect Strike over here. This is whatever. Brink on Leap Slam plus... Ooh, I don't have this anymore. I don't have Intelligence. A Brink and... Just do Brink for now. Maybe Rage? Rage can stay here, I think. I would argue that Jason Bourne gonna be doable in 0.5. I like to burn down pinnacle bosses to oblivion. I don't think so. This build got nerfed so many times. Did you consider totems this patch? They seem to be good. Definitely much better and more usable. Personally, not a huge fan of totems, but maybe later. I would argue that those 10-15% damage decreases are in fact quite relevant for less experienced players, because these players get hit the most by these changes. Because more experienced players will make do simply having knowledge to cook something up regardless of nerfs. But oh crap, forgot that I have. Damn it, man. Forgot I had a different skill now. But these changes are not necessarily 10 to 15% damage nerfs early on. Personally, I don't use Rolling Slam for anything else apart from, you know, like early game when I don't have Leap Slam. Then I just Leap Slam into Bone Shatter until pretty much the rest of the campaign, and that's it. That's what I do. I think that Leap Slam, generally speaking, is better. So, you know, that nerf is like whatever, right? Then, if you want to detonate the shield wall with something else than Fortifying Cry, then still, you didn't really get nerfed. Because they added more armor throughout the game on items. So, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's going to be bad. I think it's going to be alright. Hold on, but this Leap Slam feels exceptionally slow, though, on the other hand. I need attack speed here, right? Can I just respec here? No. Okay, give me this dexterity. Give me the attack speed. And also change it so that... Okay. Taking a lot of damage, though my defenses are non-existent right now. I have decent amount of armor, but no res. No rings. Ring would be nice. What I'm expecting is Rolling Slam, one-shot pickles, and armor stack with hulking form. Probably. You're still probably going to be one-shotting with enough investment. And in the new league, I do believe that you will actually be able to comfortably tank meteors from Arbiter while armor stacking. So yeah. I have tier 2 support here. I do. Okay, that's tier 4. Even worse. What did they do? Something to Garukan Resolve, by the way? Dude, my weapons are so ass. $20 to $30 damage. Some big weapons right there, fellas. But rolling slam damage is the problem then? I think that the problem in this game is that the sources of plus bonuses to skills are too easy to achieve. That's the problem in Path of Exile right now. I think that if it was harder to, like, for example, if you could get, like, I don't know, maximum like level 26 or 27 of your skills, I will fix the problem a lot when it comes to like crazy multipliers on skills. That would change in plus, like how this works. The way it is right now, you just get too much. And that's all there is to it. Too much, too quickly. Alright, I need to do some... improvements here. Perfect Strike to 6. Bone Shatter to 6. This thing to 6. The rest says goodbye. There we go. Rolling Slam, goodbye. Fist of War. Goodbye. Now, any good weapons in here? Of course not. Can try to gamble again. Can't ignore my questions, so I can't make the joke, Sag. But like, what do you mean by that? What am I even supposed to say to this? Aye. Okay, I'm gonna say it out loud. 3 plus 2 equals... Here, say your joke, buddy. Hold on, let me drink some of this. What does this taste, dude? Lime and mint. Ugh. That's gotta be. I mean, it's edible. Why is it hanging out? What is hanging, ambitionless? Be clear, my friend. What is going on? Dude, can I be any slower? Holy smokes, man. Like, we're moving at the speed of mayonnaise. This could be useful, actually. This is what? Maximum 64 for weapons. Well, SSF, I'm not doing this. Just move on. Does anyone remember if you can get the quest item here only from the first area or from the second one where the bosses are too? So I do not remember for the life of me. Not gonna lie, I'm thinking that Brutus is actually going to work pretty well, and we're going to do Ignite. We're gonna do Ignite for single target, like stacking some Ignite magnitude. Because we're going to be getting jewels anyway, so you can get even more Ignite magnitude. I think that's gonna be good, man. I think there's potential. There's big time potential for that. Wait, what? Oh. Ambitionless. Thank you very much for... Oh, okay. I get it now. Thanks a lot, man, for 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Man, I didn't... I didn't understand for the life of me for the longest time, man. I'm sorry. I should have known. Belty boy. Okay, thank you. Nah, it's all good. Thank you very much. God bless, my friend. I mean, given how ridiculously ass our weapons are, the Perfect Strike still does some damage, man. You can still like clear the campaign with Perfect Strike if you want. I don't think it's going to be better than Shield Wall, though. I think Shield Wall still wins. Dude, I did a circle. Five more for badge? Oh, come on, are you serious? Yo, thanks a lot for 10, I guess. Is what it is. What badge do you get, though? It's like from being like the top, person that gives subs or something. 100 subs badge. Holy smokes, thanks a lot, man. Really appreciate it. Enjoy your badge, I guess. I'll make you a VIP, but you're already one, so I guess that's not gonna be necessary. To BH, I don't care. Yeah, you just wanted to support your favorite streamer, right? True. At least that's what I wish to believe. You don't have to correct me if that's not the case. Dude, what is this monster? Literally. Stronger than the raid boss. I got stunned. Okay, finally an upgrade. Level 26 required. Are you serious? The only one I enjoy watching, if I have time. Works pretty rough these days. Mostly just fall asleep. Fair enough. I know what you mean. At times in the past where I wanted to play Path of Exile or like, you know, do anything, but just no time because, you know, work constantly. So I know the feeling. But thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate it. Try not to like overwork yourself, you know, if that's possible. These comes with money. That's the benefit. It's worse when there's a lot of work and you're not really getting paid much either. That's the worst feeling. I have to say that during this run, apart from this two-handed weapon that we found in Act 1, that was really good, I get really shitty items. Like, I literally have like no equipment at all. Weapons are so bad. Once again, I guess that's one con of trying to dual wield. That you need two weapons, right? Still tanky enough to put this guy down. Reduce work time, harden some days, weeks, and when I'm finished, you do that, man. I mean, this is barely an upgrade anyway. So let's drop this. We have these, so we don't need to worry anymore. Also, next level, I do believe we get plus 15 dexterity, so that's nice. Alright, let's try to find a weapon one more time, boys. If we're not gonna find a good weapon this time. Spoiler alert. Okay. It's a little bit better than this. It's a little bit better than this. Some runes to boost our damage. I don't. Yeah. Okay, Valley of Titans now. New emote, Lamau. Oh, freaking amazing. Let's go. I need to add some more emotes to this channel because when was the last time I added emotes, like the ones that I have, like plus 12 and like, you know, the win trade and stuff like that. That was a long time ago. Let me put it this way. How long do you need for the campaign, man? I need like 2-3 days because of the time. Now this run is extremely, and I mean extremely slow. The speedrunners do that in like 4 hours, 4 hours 30 minutes. Having my current pace, I would probably do it in 6 or 7 hours. So, you know, if I'm gonna practice a little bit, I can probably get to like 5 hours or something like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I would say that the average people like probably do campaign in. Depends. Some people doing like 10 plus, some people doing 15 that are slower. Ooh, more abyss. These abyss monsters are tough, especially when you have 0 resistances. Come on, man! I had a chance of a rare item and I get an ES one? Ugh. That's extremely painful. Charges gain and duration. I think duration is always better, isn't it? I think so. Okay, we got some more attack speed now. Gotta go fast. Well, excited to see what those improvements to the campaign are gonna be. Like how they fix the problem with, like, you know, trying to find a path towards, you know, the quest items and stuff like this. And I've been saying for the longest time, and I bet that at least some of you will agree. What if we just like allowed like the quest items to be seen from larger zone, larger area on the map? How about this, man? That will make it so much freaking easy. But nope. Doesn't seem like GG enjoys that idea. Just weird, because that's exactly how it is in PoE1. PoE1 you can just see from farther away. You're fine. Cultist Grey Hammer. Oh no. The memories come back. Memories come back of Mace Strike Titan in the first season. Okay. Maximum life, even more fire resistance, and you take fire damage instead of physical from bleeding. That's what I'm talking about. That is a lot of resistance. Lose some cold, but that's still huge. Honestly. I release you in the campaign, but it's still strange seeing you with mana. Do I run blood magic builds so often? It's weird to see. I have mana for once. I think the last one is over here. I missed it. Oops. Well, there is a chance that I am not going to be running blood magic next patch. We'll see about that. But the reason why I'm saying this is... Ooh, nice. The reason why I'm saying this is with the changes to plus bonuses to skills, maybe we're not gonna need that anymore. Maybe. That's just my prediction, but maybe. Maybe the life costs are not going to be so gargantuan to the point where you just always have to, you know, do this thing. Okay, that's not a bad weapon, dude. It's not horrible. This one is also not bad. Level 26, I have 2 new weapons. Damn. I'm probably trolling by slamming Exalt here, but oh well. We're gonna get some damage finally. It's SSF, dude. Normally I would never ever do that. In trade, you just like, you know, freaking buy a weapon for yourself and boom, you're done. For I don't know how long. You can buy a unique weapon for like an Exalt and you double your damage basically. To say that when it comes to items, we've been getting extremely unlucky when it comes to this run. Like super, super unlucky. I'm not getting anything really. I don't even movement speed on my boots either. I really need to level up before the boss fight, though. I'll tell you that much. This drops what? Not bad. Okay, there it is. Okie dokie, so going more here is probably pointless. Let's get this. This is not bad. And the damage is gonna go from 428 here to 600. That's 40% more damage on average. Very nice. Impressive. Very nice. Hold on. Let me check if Ignite Magnitude. How much damage Ignite Magnitude notes are now? 80% from Fulmination? Oh, it's Flammability Magnitude. What does that mean? Okay. It's not quite the Ignite Magnitude. But this is how you scale it now, though. It's Flammability now, it's not Ignite. I think so. Okay, so this is how you scale it now. These are pretty close to the Titan tree also. Side of the tree. Thinking like we could do some crazy stuff with Flammability Magnitude, boys. Especially that with Brutus weapons, you don't really put like iron runes there or anything like that. So you could get even more if you wanted to. From runes on your weapons. That's even freaking better. Where is okay, there it is. And playing the campaign without movement speed on your boots. Such a blast. Need to exchange them as quickly as possible. This dude dies relatively fast. It's better than I thought, I think. He's a lot of fire resistance, so perfect strike can never do this guy very quickly. No. This one is not gonna be better. Dude, are you freaking serious? As you see this helmet. Come on, man. Ugh. I can imagine if this was armor base. I mean, there's nothing I can do with it. I'm not gonna have intelligence for this thing. Okay, let's try to get some shoes. Reebok pumps. Some movement speed. We didn't get movement speed, but we got nice pair of Nikes regardless. This one is okay. Can try to slam for movement speed. Well, I don't have exalts anymore. Take it back. Let's try to... It's time to cosplay Ornn. Oh, woo. Also, we need to do Ascendancy, I guess. Completely forgot about that. You guys can tell how much I love Trial of Sekemes if I completely forgot about its existence. It's ass. You know, if it wasn't that the first, if it wasn't that the first, for the fact that the first point for, oops, the first point for Titan is garbage, because you do want to get hulking form first, period. And if you don't, then, well, I don't know why would you freaking play Titan if you don't take hulking form. I'm sorry. I mean, is there even a single Titan build that doesn't use hulking form? Like, let's be honest. I don't know, man. I doubt it. Alright, Chalice, Ritual, and Chalice. And Escape, Hourglass. I think this is fine. I think the Ritual was one of the best. I don't even care if I'm taking hits, dude. Wait, hold up. Silver Charm? That's not useless. Let's get this. Boom. It was the plan here, you gotta kill rare monsters, right? Gotcha. Almost said something bad. Concept of avoiding damage, saving melee tank, and give no real alternative. Well, the good news is that they changed it so that now the armor applies the damage reduction taken to the honor mechanic as well. So I mean, at least if you're stacking armor, it's very unlikely that you're gonna lose all of your honor anyway, which is nice. It's better than it used to be, for sure. Trial of Chaos needs at least 3 full runs. No, I mean, I wonder, I have to say, I wonder what the alternative trial option is going to be in the future. Because you know what they said. There's gonna be 3 different options to ascend in the future. We only have 2 for now. And I'm really curious what the plan is. I bet these things will receive a rework in the future as well. By the way. You're gonna be reworking everything at one point. Like, even right now, I have to admit that the newest Ascendancies that they're adding to the game, they already feel like they're like newer design-wise compared to like what we have on for example, on Titan or Smith of Kitava. Like, the Titan or Smith of Kitava or like Warbringer, they already feel outdated. It's like a bunch of stats. Meanwhile, this monk is like super freaking cool something. The other guy can like tame bosses, right? And play with the bosses, man, as pets. You know what I'm saying? It does seem like they put more thought to the newest ones compared to how the old ones are. Why can't I hit this guy? Serious question. I can freaking imagine Map Pop coming in explaining to me the mechanics of the game. It's because you don't have enough accuracy. I'm sorry, man. It's good that Mop is not watching, so I can freaking laugh at him a little bit. I'm just kidding, man. Anyway, escape trail. Gauntlet. Gauntlet, I think, is traps. This is what we want to avoid for sure. By the way, let's do this. Didn't they say it would be Tota? Oh, maybe, yeah. Guess in Act 4 we have Tota, kinda, right? Already. It kinda looks like it. Okay, this trail is pretty nice. Every trail was like that, then I could actually like do Trail of Sekemus. Just avoid everything, just run through it as quickly as possible. Okay, next up, Chalice. Oh, he died? Okay. One bone zone, and he's done, so. Yeah, look at all the hits I took here, and my armor is mitigating all of that damage. I took almost no damage to my honor. Armor is OP, boys. Trust. Hope unique skill and new shield gives warriors some fun. I'm sure there's gonna be plenty of interesting options to choose from. Like, they added like 60, like, how many of these new runes they added? I don't even know, man. Like, it's just like, I don't even think I can count to this number to begin with. They added so much freaking new stuff. The breach stuff, like, also, like, there's so many potential options with, like, new items and stuff. It's crazy. I'm mostly excited for jewel crafting, because they said that there's gonna be, like, the emotions from Delirium. You'll be able to craft like jewels and timeless jewels with some modifiers that don't normally exist. On top of that, you will be able to put catalysts on jewels too to make them stronger. This is gonna be like a jewel league, dude. Like, everyone's gonna be pathing towards jewel slots. Something tells me. I can purchase something. I'm gonna get this guy without any help. It's your time, boy. Time to die. Why do I feel like my auto attacks don't do much less damage than Perfect Strike? Why does it feel that way, dude? This guy probably had a lot of fire resistance, but I'm probably coping at this point. Alright, leftover change to keys. We got one golden key. Gold warrior cache. Holy smokes. Warrior cache and I got a freaking spear. Are you serious? Body armor. I mean, come on, man. I mean, it's still a tiny bit better than this one. More life. Okay, we have 1 bronze. Body armor cache, small relic cache. Just give me body armor. Bone raiment. Yeah, bone is right. I got freaking boned just now. Alright, are we doing Titan, boys? I mean... do I even want to, like, do this? I don't know, man. What if we just did Warbringer? What can I get early on? We can break armor. We can do Warcries. We can get PDR. Smith of Kitava. Just do Titan. I'm probably gonna at least start Titan. Anyway. Whatever, man. Let's get big inventory. Whoop. Huge. I'm unbeatable now. Wait, what? Why do they want me to travel to Mastodon Badlands? I freaking did that already. Dude, what's going on? Oh, because of Abyss. Okay. It's Abyss. That's right. I get it. Okay. Now with all that 4% additional strength, we went from 68 strength to 70. It's doomsday for this place. When you reach Queen of Filth, tell her I miss her. Best waifu. I will, man. I will send my best regards to your wife. No, I'm sorry. Just kidding. A Pillar of Cage God will be able to Rune Forge and improve that flat fizz damage. I wouldn't count on it, man. Now the problem with Pillar is... I mean, actually... I guess actually you could probably do that still. I take it back. You can probably do this. Pillar is okay, because Pillar you get flat damage from different sources anyway. From like either Hova or like rings or somewhere else. So even if they're gonna improve Pillar like that, it's not gonna make it busted. So I take it back. They could probably do this with Pillar. It'll be okay. Really curious if there is like a broken combo that nobody thought of with these item improvements and stuff. Because there could be. There could be 100%. Alright, what next? This. Please tell me where the letter is. There's those bastards. I'll be honest, guys. I don't know if I can fight that. I'm OP. OP as hell. I have a rucksack now. Don't ever forget. Slap these freaking birds with my backpack and boom. GG, go next. Temple mole. You know what? Out of curiosity. Because this is a pretty high base. Do I have a physical damage? Okie dokie. Is that music from Fable or am I tripping? This right now? No. This is music from Heroes Hour. It's like Heroes of Might and Magic game, but pixelated. I used to play this game quite some time ago, and I really enjoyed the soundtrack, so decided to borrow it for the streams. Long story short, the martial monk looks cool. Gonna go warrior too, though. You know, it's just the warrior's gotta stick to the warrior. You know, it is what it is. Like monks are all cool and flashy and stuff, but you know, gotta stick to roots, my friends. So I totally understand you, ELP. I totally do. Like since 0.1, guys, I made one monk, one gemling, one druid. I mean, one gemling, one mercenary, one druid, and like 12 warriors. Like that it is what it is. Will you try the new shield? It looked really cool. There's no reason why I wouldn't give it a try. That being said, if I really want to stick to the original plan of doing dual-wielded Brutus, then of course, you know, the shield is going to be... I can test it out, but, you know... For the build, if I'm ever even think about doing a build with this, then you just have to wait a little bit more. Oh, steel plate. Nice! Finally some resistance. Well, it's a little bit better than before, for sure. Armor, 1,000. Nice. Still don't have movement speed on my boots. I have to say that from all the monk ascendancies, the martial artist definitely looks the coolest. They really, you know, they were not holding back with this one. Let me just put it this way. They weren't holding back for sure. There's movement speed, but there's also 40 freaking intelligence requirement. Sup, Chief? What's the big plan for clearing skill in 0.5 leap time again? I was actually thinking about doing something that I've never done before, and I think it's going to work favorably. So the general idea is to do Brutus Lead Sprinkler, dual wield, because it will stack, because it adds damage to not your weapons, but to your attacks, so they will stack. And we're gonna do some strength stacking, which also is going to give us a lot of life at the same time. And then we're gonna do Sunder with the support that creates additional fissures. So Sunder is gonna clear with Titan like crazy with all the AoE scaling modifiers. And for single target, since all of our damage basically is going to be fire, I was thinking about doing Hammer of the Gods with on the weapon set 2, with the, you know, different passive points. We're going to do a lot of flammability effect, and we're going to do big ignite hammers for single target. And I think overall this should be pretty good. And since we're stacking strength, all of our prefixes are going to be open, So we can invest literally everything into armor on prefixes. And we're going to be armor stacking at the same time. Since armor in this new patch is really strong. So a lot of life, hopefully a lot of damage, and a lot of armor. Is what the plan is. And as always, not very fast. Well, about the speed we'll see, right? It's not that hard to get like some speed in this game. I can't jump over? Excuse me. If for some reason Brutus is going to turn out to be mediocre or weak, then we're just gonna swap around and do this similar concept, but without Brutus, without strength stacking part. We're just probably gonna do rare weapons or something. Or maybe the new shield from Breach. Or maybe something else. We'll see. Okay, now $1 million question. Where is my permanent boost to lightning resistance? Wonder how much armor Brass Dome will have in 0.5. Should be even better with more armor from Titan Ascendancy. I think that more or less is going to be exactly the same. They nerfed the amount of armor by 25%, I do believe. But it's gonna receive more armor from the armor buffs. So, should be more or less the same. Maybe a little bit better. Just like a tiny bit. I'm 99% sure that rare armors will just straight up outperform Brass Dome in this new patch. Rare armors will be able to get so much freaking armor. I would expect rare armors to have probably around 4,000 armor. Yeah. Probably around 4K. Maybe even more if you include the quality, you know what I mean? The quality from the Atsiri Temple. These items that can give you up to 30%. That's incredible. I think I stick to Oracle with Crown of Vice, Heroic Tragedy, Timeless, 2 for 1% ES, but I'm not sure how to maintain that ES. Bullshit, never played it. ES is going to be very difficult to regenerate / recharge in this patch. It got some massive nerfs, and it's gonna take a lot of investment, in my opinion, for ES to feel good. Unless you have like insane amounts of it, like crazy amounts. But I was wondering if you were gonna use Brutus. I thought it might be good. I think it's gonna be alright. Especially the upgraded version, which I do believe you will be able to upgrade it. And on top of that, you can corrupt it for even more fire damage, which is even better. So I think it's gonna be good. Did some initial math. I think that the damage is gonna be pretty good. I think like on including the corruption on 1,000 strength build, the Brutus would add about 800 flat fire damage to both of your weapons. That is a lot. That is a lot. That is more than two-handed mace. Given you lose +2 skills, but you get 1,000 HP from strength stacking. Excuse me, 2,000. 2,000 flat HP from this. So, but 800 flat per weapon is a lot of flat damage. Especially, you know, these are one-handers, so they have like 1.6 attacks per second. So they're like much faster than two-handers too. Okay, I have no idea where the... Okay, the other way around, I think. I think we're going to go to get the AoE now. AoE nodes, probably. Oh, we need to get this first. Forgot. I must have forgot. Hello, can I give two PV2 keys to your viewers? I have from supporter pack, but all my friends have one, so... what do you guys think? What do you guys think about that? So I want to make sure that it's not like a, you know... anything shady. I guess it cannot really be, right? It's just a key. Look, if anyone wants like a PV2 key and you're so generous and offering to give it away, then I would say that probably anyone that needs it should probably just like give you like a private message and you guys work it out. But generally speaking, thank you very much, man. I'm gonna say that on behalf of the community. And absolutely. If nobody will want, because like, you know, there is a chance that all the people that watch me already have PoE to play or not gonna play at all, then I would say that a good place where you could give them away is like Reddit or something like that. PoE2 Reddit. Also, to the people that, you know, that would want to play but they don't have the keys. But thank you very much for generosity, that being said, man. Super, super kind of you. There he goes. Ooh, level 8. That plus 2 levels to perfect strike. 20% more damage. I don't even know if I'll be using perfect strike in the future. But we'll see. We'll see when the time comes. What are you planning to use as a skill this season? Something plus Bone Shatter. For the first build I'll be making, I was thinking about Sunder for clearing. And Hammer of the Gods with Ignite scaling for bossing. And I think it would work pretty nicely because with Brutus, you're pretty much doing pure fire damage. So the Ignites will, you know, go pretty hard. I have some pretty big Ignites with this. Brutus is a new maze that they added. Where is this? To the game. That gives you 5 to 10 added attack fire damage per 25 strength. It's a strength stacking weapon. And you get, like, you know, this thing. Additional, like, projectiles when you attack and stuff. So, yep. If you can really upgrade this physical damage is actually going to be pretty decent. It's not going to be bad. What is the level of Morning Star normally in this game? Where do you get this weapon? Like, it's like not the endgame weapon, right? Now it's level 45. There's a good chance that you will be able to upgrade this. To get even more fizz damage or maybe something else even, I don't know. Super, super interesting. I doubted that they're gonna make it like super strong because obviously if it replaced any like rare weapon would be straight up better than a rare weapon, then I mean it kinda Brutus in PV1 kinda is better than rare weapons. It kinda is. Not gonna lie. Now that I think about it. I thought you were able to upgrade all uniques. I think there's a limit up to like level 50 something. Or something like that. I think there is a limit. Okay, Okay, what are the items that we would like to gamble? Gamba time. Probably a helmet. Armor applies to elemental. Okay, these are really bad. This is probably better than this. It's more armor. Armor applies to Ellie. I'm gonna take it. Take it. Take it, boy. Alright, what do we got here? Bleed, rapid attacks. Oh, I should have been using this. That's such a good support. That's so freaking useful. That's also useful. Mace Strike, I don't know, get attack speed. Bone Shatter is fine. Perfect Strike is fine. Fire. Perfect Strike is fine. Okay. Okay, we're fine. What's up, Brody? Like this emote. Mastodon Badlands. Trail of Corruption. Corruption. Are we still able to corrupt for unique lines that are OP? What do you mean? Like, can you, for example, corrupt this line over here and get more damage? Yes. Bayern Cup final tonight. What, with football? Such a good change that they reduced next patch this zone to like from 2 zones to 1. Good change, Triple G. German Cup final versus Stuttgart. Ooh. Oh, I know Bayern. Do you remember, like, if you're a big football fan, do you remember the Champions League final in 1999? I think it was Bayern versus Manchester United. Holy smokes. What an ending that was. You do remember, alright, so you watch football. Okay. You know, if there is like a club that I would say like it's a little relatively closer to my heart, then it's Bayern, because Lewandowski used to play there for like, I don't know, 8 years or something. We don't talk about it. Yep. Shit happens, right? It's not your fault, it's just like freaking bad wind or something. A natural disaster happened. You got a build in mind for new season? Of course. Already working on it. Like, I'm like a special developer I never mentioned to anyone. I actually get to play before the season starts, so I'm already grinding. Yeah, I was thinking about doing like a strength stacking build, and I think I'm gonna stick to it. The more I think about it, the more I like it. So we might just, you know, stick to this guy and see how it goes. The only thing that sucks on any unique weapon that you don't get plus bonus to skills, right? That's the only thing that sucks. Like, literally. There's a new feature in game to follow builds, right? Yes. And I have to say, like, the amount of work GG put out this game, this league, holy smokes. And I think also they mentioned on Mobalytics to me that this feature, like you will be able to basically import this from the Mobalytics page to like in-game basically. Like the written guide from Mobalytics, you will be able to import to you know this thing in client. Oh my lord, why they're doing so much damage? I have a lot of armor, man. Powerful minions, extra lightning. Was that powerful minions? I think so. Because this guy doesn't do anything. I take it back, he does quite a lot actually. Alright. AoE next. I mean, we can actually... Okay, we can actually get this. Behemoth. Sounds good, I need that. And if you want a very safe option, I mean like very safe, then you can just do Freddy Fazbear, my build from 0.4. Because Freddy Fazbear literally got more damage, more armor, and more life. It just got straight up stronger with no nerfs whatsoever. So, if you want to, you could do that too. And this build was already very strong. It was basically immortal. Now it's going to be even more immortal. Ascendancy, probably Titan. You can't go wrong with Titan. If you were lost, then just select Titan and you're fine. I don't know, forgot to get your groceries? Big Titan. I don't know, I got an F from a test. You know, Titan is gonna save you, man. Hulking form. Everything, all of a sudden, is freaking better. Where's my damage? Okay, phase 2. 1 hour later, and our damage is not the highest, but you know, happens. Smith of Kitava fire spell and hit help with molten shower interactions. I don't think so. Nope. I don't think that would help in any way, shape, or form. I don't even see this attack. Ooh, I juked this one. Dude, you think that there's enough freaking stuff on the screen? Alright, man. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't super fast, but we got him. got his ass first try. Freddy Bear build, would it be better on Warrior? I think it's probably going to be better on Shaman still. As this gameplay went, probably in a couple months. Maybe, I don't know, next year. We'll see. I wish I was joking, but I'm not. Ooh, 13 to all attributes. Holy smokes, T1 attributes? Ugh. And then this garbage. I mean, that's still amazing. Still pretty nice, man. Oof, see ya then, sir. Take care, Spookshire. Take care, my friend. Alright, let's do this. Just a reminder, I still don't have movement speed on my boots. I don't, right? I don't. Many divines we got? What do you think? I mean, at the start of Act 3, my friend. The divines have not been dropping too extensively so far. Well, you want to help the homie out and like give me some? Oh, I appreciate that. Nah, I can't. It's SSF. Even if I wanted to, I can't. Fire damage, lightning resistance. I'll pass. I'll pass for now. The hell is SSF? Yeah. Just clicked SSF just to make sure that I'm not gonna be, you know, on the urge to buy items or anything like that. Hey, the character that we had, well, I take it back. This character, remember that the second wind effect, the second wind event. That character wasn't SSF, but this was this project that I made at the end of the last league. That I wanted to only do Kitava. We run Kitava and we only did the armor crafting nodes, nothing else. No resistances, no anything else, right? And we were actually deathless until the very last day. And we didn't die on this character at all. I think I was like level 90 something. This dude actually was really freaking tanky, I have to say. He was really, really tanky. Okay, the problem is that there is somewhere around here a 3-link. Lesser jeweler. And we need that. Oh, don't get me wrong, we're not playing SSF. like, you know, on the league start. I'm not. SSF is one thing that I'm never gonna accept playing Path of Exile. Hardcore, 100%. I'm with you. Hardcore is fun. As long as there's trade. There's no trade in this game. Like, I don't know. It's not for me. Maybe it's because I had, like, you know, years of experience before. Where, you know, Diablo 2, where I played single player. Every time I would find, like, a good item for someone else, I'm like, damn it, man, I can't freaking use that, dude. And I don't know, I developed a trauma or something. I don't know, man. Maybe that's what it was. That being said, I am not going to play SSF. Ever. I'm sorry. But hardcore is really fun. I 100% agree. Crafting items to trade in half the game for me. Otherwise, you wouldn't even pick up currency or gear pieces. I mean, obviously you craft in SSF too. You know, that's the only way to get items really in SSF is to craft items. But unless you're picking them up from the ground. But still, like, the idea of, like, finding something extremely expensive and having nothing to do with it is just devastating to me. This is just too painful. Okay, this is still better. Do you have a weapon or two, my friend? Well, that's much better than mine already. Nope. Fine. I didn't want the weapon anyway. Perfect strike. Let's do this. Perfect strike. Boom. Let's do elemental armament. I think that's perfectly fine. Perfect strike converts how much? 80% to fire. Okay, perfect. Alright, boys. We're going to cut the practice run a little bit short because I gotta go. That being said, we're coming back tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna finish the practice run, the remaining 2 acts in the interlude, and tomorrow I'm going to upload a video about armor in 0.5, which I do believe is the strongest defensive layer in the game, bar none. Like, if you want to get tanky in Path of Exile 2 in 0.5 next patch, your first bet should be armor, in my opinion. I think armor is the best. But you have to build it properly. But I'm gonna make a video about this, and we're gonna come back later and finish the practice run. So, and you know, throughout the week, I'm gonna do some PUBing, more practice runs. So, thanks a lot for watching. Yeah, next one is gonna be tomorrow. Take care, guys. God bless, my friend. And thank you for the support, and bye-bye. Take care.